take the subway tunnels to the hospital. There's a Red Line station not far from here.
Good thinking.
Reloading! Grab everything I can.
Oh no, I think I hear a boomer.
Weapons!
Reloading!
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
Behind.
I'm with you.
The station's just up the street. Station's up the street. That's right, we should call ourselves the Unstoppable.
Nope. Hell yeah.
There's the station.
Oh man, do not
Can you turn
piss
off
the
the
witch
lights?
off.
Back up.
Stop thinking of the damn witch.
Nice shot.
Safe house up ahead.
Hey, frickin'
Reloading!
Lock that door.
Reloading! Red Line North will take us to the hospital.
Nice.
All right!
Charger!
Hunter!
Fire in the hole!
only get better, right?
Hold on, let me patch you up.
Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot.
Right back.
Weapons here!
Reloading!
Behind you!
Works for me. Weapons over here! All right, no problem. Now we just gotta get out of the subway.
Look out!
Bill! Ammo here!
Reloading!
This will do.
Watch out!
Stop freaking out the damn witch. The witch is getting up. Move back.
Shit! Shit! Shit!
No, no, no! Help! Sorry.
Some
I'm reloading.
Let me
Thanks.
Let me
I owe
patch
you a
up.
big one. Whew. Thanks.
Gotcha.
Weapons over here!
Look out!
Are you okay?
Reloading!
Don't shoot the car.
Watch out!
Safe house in the pawn shop. Lock the door.
Weapons over here! Molotovs here!
Watch your ass! Watch out!
Jockey!
Jockey!
Thanks. Hospital's just past the waterworks. Look out! Grenade! Hey! I'm down!
In there,
Need a little help over here!
Didn't think you're getting back up.
Thanks. Thanks, man.
Don't move, I'm healing you.
Thanks a lot.
Hey,
Thanks
no
a
problem.
lot.
Reloading! Excellent. We can use that lift.
Okay!
They're coming! Reloading! Reloading!
Reloading!
Weapons here!
Don't get your panties in a bunch, I'm coming!
come on! Come on!
Hurry! Through the warehouse! Incoming!
I'm gonna heal you. Let me heal you up.
Quit moving, I'll heal you.
Reloading!
Still can't get used to this. This is go.
Reloading!
Reloading.
Check this out.
Might want to save this for
I
later.
hear a witch.
Hold on!
Charger!
It's killing me!
Heads up!
I know we gotta move, but I gotta heal you.
Stop freaking out the damn witch.
Weapons!
What a crock of shit.
I'm taking this rifle.
Hell, I don't need it.
Really? Thanks.
Need to find a manhole.
Get to the hospital! First aid kit over here.
First aid kit over here.
Come on! Everybody, inside! Inside!
The hospital! We made it! Were they saving people or killing them?
Watch out!
Look out!
That's some crazy zombie!
Charger!
This should help. This should help.
Hunter!
Reloading! Reloading! Heads up! Reloading!
Jackie! Weapons here!
Look out!
Boomer!
Reloading!
Weapons over here!
Move back!
Back up!
Yes!
Oh man, do not piss the witch off.
Reloading!
long were you in prison, Francis?
Long enough to know you got a pretty mouth.
Zoe.
After you.
Francis.
We need to find roof access.
I'm reloading.
Weapons!
Come on! Come on, I got you. You're gonna be okay. Come on, blow it!
Watch out!
You okay?
Good thing I'm indestructible.
You're fine.
We can get to the roof through here.
Come on! Let me out! I can give you a hand!
I'm here.
I owe you a big one.
This way, guys.
Grabbing a Molotov.
Charger!
Wait up while I heal.
Here!
Hell with this. Let's get the hell out of here.
Works for me.
Through here.
Reloading!
Let's go.
Let's find that radio.
Reloading!
Okay. Hello?
Reloading!
Go on and head out. We're ready.
Help is on the way. I can't believe it, but I think we might actually make it out of here.
This is gonna be
First
good.
aid kit.
Hunter! Hunter on Bill! Boomer!
Hey, come on, come on!
Careful. I hear a boomer.
Charger! Get out here!
Reloading!
その涙拭えないよきっと迎えに行くから微笑みは絶やさないで約束は熱く強く戸惑い断ち切って人の波に